How long has the siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work, there's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. The three lads took shelter in an old family home. They didn't know how long they'd be able to stay there for, but it'll do for now. They were all starving, and Pavel had an open wound, so Bruno went out that night to try find some supplies. Nighttime is the only time they can make it out. During the day they risk getting stopped by soldiers. The places they look for supplies, they used to be people's houses. After a while, Bruno headed back to the shelter. He had some good luck. He found the bandages needed to help his friend. That night, Marco decided to go to the same place, see if there was anything left. But they were out of luck. There was nothing left. That night, Bruno went to an old supermarket to try and find some food. There was a lot of people around here, and they were desperate. He had to be careful. Bruno found some pretty decent stuff. But they'd been raided during the night. Bandits took what little they had. Things were tough. Illness was spreading. They were starving, and it was hard to keep hold of hope. Marco decided to go to a more populated area to try and find some medication. Marco never came back. Bruno decided to go searching for him. But it wasn't long before he became too tired to search, and he had to return. Bruno tried to keep the hopes high, but Pavel wasn't doing great. Someone arrived at the door looking for help. Bruno went to help the man and his brother. Hours passed and he didn't come back. Bruno had returned, but the days were getting harder and harder. They decided to stay in that night. They needed the rest, but they needed food, so somebody had to go out. Pavel went to an old villa with the hopes of finding some food. He could hear somebody moving around. He wasn't sure if it was safe. Pavel didn't return, and they'd been raided again. Bruno had no choice but to go out that night. He needed food. He decided to go to the hospital to see was there any sign of his friends. There was no sign of Marco or Pavel, and no spare food, so he headed back to the shelter. The next day, Bruno just sat there, wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, wouldn't move. He sat there all day until night time. By the time morning came, we'd been raided again overnight. Bruno starved to death. Marco was killed while looking for supplies. Pavel was killed while looking for supplies.